The sight of thousands of worshippers dressed in their finest attires, bowing in unison, filled prayer grounds across Lagos as Muslims marked Eid-ul-Fitr. At the Dodan Barracks prayer ground in Ikoyi, where prominent figures often converge for prayers, the chief imam of Lagos, Sheikh Sulaiman Abu Nola, led the congregation in the Eid prayers, which began at exactly 10 a.m. In his sermon, the chief imam reminded worshippers that while Ramadan has come to an end, the spirit of charity and kindness should not. He urged Muslims to continue giving to those in need, regardless of religion, as a way to foster unity and growth in the society.
Peaceful coexistence amongst both the Muslims and the non-Muslims. This is in order to create an enabling environment for development. Also, the month of Ramadan is all about charity, giving to the less privileged, giving to the poor. This should be a continuous process. It's not only for Ramadan only. After Ramadan, let us continue to be our neighbor's keeper. Let us show good hands and good fellowship to our neighbors so that people can reflect and be able to appreciate what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us.
Among the dignitaries present was Lagos Deputy Governor Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, who emphasized the importance of prayers for the nation. Also speaking, former Lagos State Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola encouraged Muslims to pray for the President Bola Tinubu and the country's leadership as they navigate governance challenges.
This is the time for us to build, not the time to break. This is a time to reconcile, not a time to reproach. This is a time for us to stretch our hands of fellowship to one another and focus on building the great country that Almighty Allah has provided for us.
Elsewhere in the state, Muslim faithful reflected on the spiritual significance of Ramadan, highlighting the importance of zakat, acts of charity, which remains a pillar of the faith beyond the fasting period.
29 days, it was not much, but then it was a lot because a lot went on, the prayers, the supplications, the du'as and everything. And then now after 29 days, I guess we have to continue with the good work that was, because it doesn't just end at the 29 days. The Quran recitation, the prayers, everything has to continue.
This is another opportunity to worship God, to serve God, to show love and all of that. So we're thankful to God for that, for giving us this opportunity.
With the next 2 days declared as public holidays in Nigeria, Muslims will take time to celebrate with family and loved ones before resuming their daily routine. And as Muslim faithful departs the prayer ground here at Dodan Barracks in Lagos, the message from the Chief Imam is simple. Though the month of Ramadan is about charity, giving to the poor and to the less privileged, that act should not end with the end of Ramadan. On the contrary, it should continue all through the year to foster development and harmony amongst Muslims and non-Muslims alike. In Lagos for News Central, Bernard Akede.
Still on the festivities, the Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido II, has called on citizens of Kano to shelve plans of reprisal attacks following the gruesome murder of suspected hunters and alleged indigents of Kano State. Now, the incident happened as the suspected hunters, identified to be in possession of hunting rifles, were attacked at the Uromi area of Edo State as they were traveling from Port Harcourt to Kano. The Emir, while speaking during the sermon at the Eid prayer ground in the state capital, called for justice for the deceased while urging citizens of the state to allow law enforcement agencies to do their job. He then held a mini carnival-like procession back to his place or palace after the Eid prayers and was escorted by hundreds of supporters through major streets of Kano. Some residents who spoke to News Central expressed their delight and support for the Emir.
Ayo mu kawai Allah ma ya mana rahama. Mun yi azumi, mun yi sallah, mun ga sarkin mu. Allah ya maimaita mana.
Me da muhimmanci gani sarki ku ayo?
Ai alaji idan an yi azumi aka yi sallah ba ga sarki ba ma da sauranka. Yi mana a nan Kano ba da sauranka. Haka ko? Yi mana yanzu kuma za mu je mu ci abinci mu ta gode wa Allah kaji sai abin da sarki ya faɗa. A zauna lafiya wanda ɗaukar doka a hannu. To umarnin sarki za mu je mu.
Yau ranar farin ciki ta da Allah ya tabbatar mana da wata rana mai albarka ta ɗaya ga watan Shawwal wanda mun kammala watan azumin Ramadan lafiya. Allah ya karbe badinmu wannan hawan sallah ne mai albarka ga mai martaba sarki ya fito ga ma kofar bai za mu raka shi har gida in Allah ya yarda za a yi taro lafiya a gama lafiya cikin hukuncin Allah.